What's going on, everyone? My name is Lucas, and today marks the journey of my 6 month transformation. I am going to be documenting my life and vlogging essentially of my day to day, what I'm eating, where I'm going, who I'm hanging out with, essentially everything that I would do on a day to day basis that I haven't been filming. I've always wanted to start a personal brand. This has been something that I've put off for about 4 years, and I'm just at a point where I see so many people younger than me achieving their dream essentially. They're able to buy Ferraris and Rolexes and travel the world and take care of their family and buy their mom a house. And that's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be able to do that for my family and my friends. So today is the start of that. I want to ensure that I hold myself accountable, and I figured what best way to do so than to put my life on the internet. So here I am. Um, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I currently work a 9 to 5 job, Monday through Friday. Nothing really wrong with it. It's pretty good money. It's in an industry that I actually always thought that I wanted to work in, which is e-commerce. We sell electric bikes online to the 48 states in America. And starting working there, it was like really fun. I was really into it, and I got hit with the same realization that I've been hit with every other job that I've worked before, which is this isn't actually what I want. It was really it was really interesting. I didn't expect that. I thought that I would want to learn the ropes and get to know more and become the manager and work directly with the CEO. I got very fortunate and lucky that I actually work in a very small company, so I have direct access to the CEO and direct access to the founder. And I realized very quickly that I don't want to become them. I don't want to deal with the type of business model. I don't want to deal with the corporate structure. I don't want to deal with hiring people or firing people. I don't want to have to do any of that. And this is actually a really big breaking point for me personally, because I always thought that I wanted to be a business owner. I thought that I always wanted to own a business where I had multiple employees, people who relied on me, people who depended on me. And that is not the case. I realized that I genuinely like creative work a lot more. I like being able to work just a few hours a day and get a lot of intense, meaningful work done. And then the rest of my time I want to spend with my family. I want to spend with my loved ones. I want to start traveling. I'd be much more happy taking care of my family and my friends and being able to spend more time with them than working 14 hours a day, which I originally thought that I would want to do. So today is the mark of that journey. I'm about a month in so far. I have stopped smoking weed. That's always been a big part of my life. I started smoking weed really young, guys. It's not good for you. If anybody is listening to this video right now and you're like, that's me, I started smoking young and I want to quit, do it. I'll tell you, it's the best thing that I've done so far. I'm still very new into my journey, but it's probably the third or fourth time in my life that I've quit, and I can't tell you how great my mind feels. Another big thing that I quit was alcohol. I didn't necessarily have a large issue with alcohol. I didn't have a problem with it. I never really drank much. I never really liked drinking at all. But something that I did realize was that even just going out on the Fridays or the weekends with the buddies and getting drunk with them, I found that when I would be in those environments, I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't feeling like my true self. I didn't feel like I was truly happy. I felt numb. I felt like I was happily numb, if that makes any sense to any of you. So that's something else that I've now cut out of my life. And I can't tell you the benefits that I've received from it. I'm getting much better sleep. My workouts are getting better. And that brings me on to my next point here, which is look at my body. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I'm a pretty good looking dude. No, not trying to be conceited there. But the thing that I will say is that I've always also wanted to build my body up to 160, 170 pounds. I've always known that that's something that I could do, but I've never had the consistency or the discipline to do so. And so starting as of about 2 weeks ago, I really put in the effort, and I'm really starting to make it a daily habit where I'm doing daily push-ups, daily squats, daily planks. I want to get back into running. I just recently purchased a motorcycle a few months ago and was a bit stupid in month 2, and I ended up breaking my foot. So you can't tell, I'm actually healing and recovering very well. This is now day 34, and I'm able to curl my toes. I just started wearing normal shoes the other day, so that's very nice. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a theme here that y'all are picking up on, which is that I'm at a life pivotal point where I feel like if I continue to do or be the person, yeah, not do, it's not about doing. If I continue to be the person that I've been being up until this point, I'm going to stay that way and I'll be 40 years old and then have what's called a midlife crisis. I've always believed that you don't need to have a midlife crisis in your 40s. And the only reason that most men have midlife crises in their 40s is because they didn't take care of themselves. They didn't develop the habits or the discipline to push themselves to do what they really want to do with their life. So that essentially is this entire channel. That's my entire brand here. I really want to motivate and inspire young men or men my age or even men who are older than me who have been feeling as though they've been lacking and they haven't been holding themselves true to who they should be, and really start pushing themselves to be that person that they always knew they could be. So that's the story here, guys. That's the point of this channel. I'm going to try and upload weekly if I can. I'm going to try my best to hold myself to it. I'm doing a lot right now, a lot of different things, and I've also cut out a lot of different things. And I plan on making more structured content, but I wanted this first video to just be right off the rip, no cuts, no edits, just me being as authentic as I can to you guys so that you guys can see the raw, authentic emotion that I can express. And yeah, there's much more to come. I'm very, very excited. And if you've gotten all the way through this video and you've watched all the way through, I really appreciate you. It means the world to me. And yeah, so enjoy the scenery. I think it's beautiful. Thank you all for watching.